the first floor. Before I get too carried away building though, I decided to breed the cows once more, as well as harvest the sugarcane. Heading back inside our house, I got to work detailing the main room on the first floor. To add some color to the area, I created a large rug using red wool and red terracotta. I'm not going to lie, it took me like 20 minutes to design a fireplace that I was happy with, but I think the end result was totally worth it. I even managed to hide a couple of furnaces into the design so that it has some functionality. To fill out the rest of the room, I added some storage underneath the stairs and then placed in a couple of paintings on any boring sections of walls. I moved on to detailing the bedroom next. First, I made a small desk and placed a couple of flower pots on top of it. I then created a shelf higher up on the wall and filled it with additional storage. To tie the whole room together, I made a simple rug using white wool and carpet. We still have one more room to fill, and I figured it would be the perfect spot for our enchanting setup. So I bred all of the cows one more time and then unalived all of the adult ones for their leather. With the leather, I crafted a bunch of books and then turned them into 15 bookshelves. I then placed them down inside of the room. To create the actual enchanting table, I'm going to need some obsidian, so I made my way over to a lava pool that I spotted earlier and used water to convert it into obsidian. I then spent like 10 minutes mining 30 blocks of it. It takes so painfully long with a pickaxe that has no enchantments. At least we've got plenty of extra now so that we can build another portal later on. Anyway, with all the resources in hand, I headed back home and crafted our enchanting table. I placed it in the center of the room and added some final touches like a grindstone, storage, and flower pots to decorate the area. I'll eventually add an anvil as well, but unfortunately, I don't have enough iron right now. I thought it would be a lot of fun to display a map of the island inside of our house, so I crafted some maps and took a stroll around the island to reveal them. Back at home, I put the maps up on the wall. It's going to be so rewarding watching this entire area fill up with builds, assuming I don't die, of course. I've been procrastinating organizing the storage room for long enough, so I used the extra leather to craft a bunch of item frames and then placed them on the sides of all of the barrels. For labeling the chests, I decided to put signs on the pillars where I could write down what's inside. To make them easier to read, I dyed the signs white. It took some time and effort, but I eventually got all of my items sorted. This always feels like such a huge milestone to me since we're now set up to work on other projects. Before we do get started on other builds though, let's just take a moment to admire the fully finished interior. I'm super happy with how it came out. To celebrate finishing the interior of our starter house, let's take a moment to check in on my cats. If you're new here, this is my totally shameless attempt to guilt trip you into liking the video. Jokes aside,